Good morning. This is Angela from Dogwood Paper Arts here in Sweet Home, Oregon. Welcome back to my studio. Well, as promised, and I tried to figure out how to get out of it. Not really. I want to do this. Ever since I saw the box in the window. That's Martha Manigrow's fault. Martha Manigrow's fault, because she and Caryl had a project, Journal to Inspire project this week, and Martha had a window box on one of her packagings. And I thought, oh, that'd be cool. And then I saw this one, and the only thing I saw in it was I flipped it over, and I saw a mini journal. Do you see it? Woohoo! Woohoo! I see a little pocket over here. Might have to be cut off. And I don't know. We'll see. I see a little tuck right here. Maybe not a pocket, but a tuck. And I see this as a pocket on the back of the journal. And then I'm going to have to cut this one off, but I see it as a pocket on the front of the journal. I'm not going to remove this yet because it almost looks like it should be a pocket with a little belly band or something on it. I'm not sure. What do you think? I mean, we could use it somewhere, definitely. Some of these other ones are just going to have to get cut off, like this one, and these two, and this one. But I want to leave this one and this one for sure, and this here. And then I want to cut this one off to put as a pocket right here. Okay, so let's get started. How far can we get in 1 hour, huh? I think we will start with creating a base on this. And I have pulled out this DCWV paper because it's a nice thick cardstock. I think this box is a little weak, so it needs a nice thick cardstock. But this is really cool. It's the first time I've looked at this pack since I bought it. Let me get my, there we go. It's called postcards, but let me turn it this way. There, okay. Front, back. And then here's the front on this one, and there's the back. Let me back you out a little bit. Okay, there we go. Very cool paper, front and back. So this is what I want to use today. I really like this paper, probably because it has pink on it. Lots of wonderful postcards in this pack. They could be cut out and used in other projects. I mean, look at these. These are wonderful. They have a kind of a plastic embossed writing in them. Not all of them, but some of them. Now this would be nice to use as a base for the inside. This one is like a highly embossed, glossy embossed piece. It's very pretty. Oh, I do love this, but look at that side. Oh, I just would hate to cut it up because I might want to cut those out. But there is 2 sheets. So, but I mean, that is a beautiful. If there was just 1 extra sheet of it, I think I'd use it. Tags. Okay, so let's go back up here. We might use this for something else. Oh, now I wouldn't mind using this because I have lots of postcards. This would be a very pretty one inside. So I'm going to take both of these out. So I can use either side. I have lots of postcards that I can scan and lots that are already scanned. And they would make perfect postcards for anything else I need. Okay, so let's start by giving some of this a clip. I'm going to use my cutter if it works right. Wonder if I have a new blade. Maybe this blade has something on it. Don't know. I don't want to ruin my box. That is for sure. So I want to line this up. So that I can cut this evenly all the way across. Excuse my head for getting in the video. Okay, there, that looks good. Okay, now on this one we want to leave these two, but I need to remove those two. But I do not want to hit that one or that one. That will not work. Well, it says it's not cooperating, and that is all there is to it, it says. Okay, I want to be sure that's even. There and there. Whoops. Sometimes the light in the room is just really bad. Yeah, see, that blade is just really no good. I'm going to have to replace it. So we're just going to do it like this. And then I will hop up here and see if I have a replacement blade. The blades on this wear out too fast. I'm just going to save all these pieces. And this piece here. Now let's make a decision about it. I think it's going to have to get cut off right about here. We could leave it as a little tooth. It would be a little harder to cover. So I do think that I'm going to cut it off so it's just a little bit smaller pocket. I mean, if we make a mistake, we just cut the flap off and make our own, right? And there we go. Nice little pocket now. It is on that angle. That's okay because this is at an angle. It's not square with the rest of the box. Okay, so let's start by getting this covered. That is orange, isn't it? Not pink. So I think, how should we do this? Oh, you know, it's, when I see it now in the full light, it looks just a little bit too orange for me. It belongs in something different. Oh, I love this. Okay, I'm using it. I'm going to use it. And inside or outside? Well, let's start here. And we want to cut it the same as the width there of the front of the box. So we'll measure it to there. And then we want it to take up this whole space because we don't want a bunch of stuff to show around the edges. Okay. We'll see if this works. Just going to go ahead and cut that off because the box is about the same size. We might have to trim it just a little bit here and there. Whoops. Yeah. This is the way. Okay, and then we need to cut it off right there. Okay. So now you're wondering how I'm going to get around that window, aren't you? Me too. Now I don't want this to be on this hump. That is for sure. Because there's a little hump on the box there. This is the way that I do the windows. I just flip it over. And I wonder where my tracing paper is. I had some tracing paper, but I don't remember where it is. That's not it. Well, we'll try it this way. I'm just going to go around the edge. And this does not really mark the plastic. What I'm hoping it will do is give me a little, you can't see it, but it gives a little tiny, what would you call it? Just a little tiny invisible line in there. And see it there, and there. Goes there. Hard to see in the words. But once your pencil kind of gets into the groove of it, I believe this one's at a weird angle. So I'm going to have to flip this around. And I'm trying to trace it so that I can actually see it. I'm just going to go over that bottom part again, just to better define it. There we go. Okay. That was hard work. If this blade works, we'll use it. I think I'm off just a little bit right there. Okay, let's see if we can get in there a little bit. All right, we've broken through. Okay, let's see how it looks. That is fine. It's okay if it shows a little bit. It's going to on this side too. But I do have an extra little fuzzy thing right there that needs to be clipped off. And then just slightly on this corner I can see that I missed some. And maybe just a little tiny bit right there. Okay, so let's ink this one up. On the inside of that. And then let's lightly ink it on this side. So it looks ancient and old and vintage. There we go. And we will start right there by checking it out first and making sure it's okay. Now, if too much is still showing around there, like some of it is, the one thing we can do is start with some of our ink, and that will help. Do kind of a wide swath of ink and bend this down. Now there is that plastic there covering that window, and it's not going to want to get covered up. It will just want to come off of there. So yeah, it's just not really going to want to cover up very well there. I'm going to go over it, and then I'll take a towel to it and see what happens. Yeah, it'll probably just wipe off. It's not bad. It does stain it just a little bit. Let's see if that looks any better. Yes, that does look better. So, Still don't like that much showing. I should have taken that off, I guess. It would have made lots of things easier. Let's see if we can. And then we can glue it back. We can always glue it back. That's what we do. That is what we do. Okay, since we're in here, let's just ink this up too while we're here, because that part will probably show. It's probably where our extra white's coming from. And since we have that open, let's figure out what we want for our front cover. That brown is so pretty. I do love that. I love this. I think it's because it has the pink on it. This one's very pretty too. But I think we might go with this one to keep it in vintage style with the inside. Okay, so while we have this out, do we want that to be our window or that to be our window? Or maybe we want to come over here. Ooh, what about this one? Let's go up here. Okay. Okay. Have to cut it there and right there. Luigi? No. No. He's trying to chew on my yarn. No. Let me take my cat out of here. I don't want to put up with him chewing on everything, because then my video will be about him. Out you go, boy. Then my video will be about Luigi and not about us. And that is not what I want. Okay, so we have a back and a front. Now, while we've got that off of there, let's go through and ink up the front. It'll be a little harder to ink because of the glossy cover on it. But it will help us to kind of darken it up a little bit. Okay. All right. Okay, off to a start of some kind. It still didn't cover that up too well, did it? It's because of the white on this side. Well, we're going for it. It is what it is, my friends. So let's put this piece down first. Oh, how pretty is that? That would have made a pretty piece around the window, wouldn't it? Oops. So let's bring you up a little closer so you can see what I'm up to. And we will go ahead and apply this to our little space here. Okay, now that was the hard part. So let's put our window in a safe spot. I'm going to put it over there in my little box. I'm going to cut a piece for here, but before I put it on, I'm going to put this material down to toughen up the spine a little bit. So we have that, and we have this one, and then we have this one, and then we have that left over, and we have lots more paper. Okay, so let's give these a slice and dice. There's one. Two. Three. All right. This one goes there. 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 Oh, that could go there. This one fits pretty good right there. Okay. So back to our ink. This will just get the top of the box inked. We might as well ink up this piece we've already put on. Make sure you get those white edges. Now we want to do this piece because we're going to flip that over to the back and make a pocket back there. And then, excuse me, we want to get this piece. Just like that. And I'm doing a wide swath of ink so that we get really good coverage there. It's nothing that we have to be careful with right now, because we're going to cover it, but by putting a nice wide swath on there, if we're off on our inking even just a little bit, you know, the really white background won't show. Now this will get a little harder because it has that. I might have to gesso some of that just to see if we can knock it down a little bit. It's not taking all the ink off, so that's good. This piece. Yeah, some of that might be a little hard to cover. We may have to use fabric to cover our outside folds. Just because, I mean, look at that. It doesn't really even make it look old on that box. So, we do need to do our flap here. Okay, there's that. Let me put my cover on my knife. Oh, that wasn't that. So sorry. There's that one. Oh gosh, time just flies when you're doing something like this. I was hoping we could get it done in one video. So I better work really fast. I'm not a person that thoroughly preps my videos, so, you know, I do the best I can. Okay, so we're going to put that one there. Is there an up and down on that? Don't know. Can't really tell. Okay, put that in there. Oh, I was going to put magnets in there. I forgot. Okay, that's going to go there. Oh, I know what can cover the outside edges. It would be washi tape. That would be perfect, wouldn't it? Yeah, that will work. Okay. There's that. That one's going to come back. Okay, now that one does not quite fit, and it's the angle. So, perhaps, do we want a little different piece there? Just to make it look different? Let's go ahead and put this piece on there. It's going to need to be cut from there to about there. Excuse my nose, it sometimes gets runny. I have allergies to my cats, apparently. unfortunately for me. We don't need to do the bottom. Okay, so first I'm just going to apply that, and then I'm going to trim that little piece off there so that it fits. My microphones are supposed to arrive today, but I think it's Martin Luther King Day, which means post offices are closed. So if I have static still, I am so sorry. As soon as I get those my new microphone, it should be better. I hope. Hate to find out there's something wrong with my camera. Okay. Okay, hang on a sec. Gotta blow my nose. Okay, I am back. Thank you for letting me take care of that. Get a little drink of water here. Okay, this little piece. We have this little piece left over. Perhaps we should make that into that pocket. I think what I will do is cut this little piece off. You know what? Let's cut it off right about here and make it just a little bit longer. No, not like that. That's pretty ugly. Cutting it. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm just going to cut it off right here. Can't beat them, join them. Okay, so this little piece, let's glue it on there and then we'll trim it. But I don't want to, I want to trim it a little bit longer so I can make the hinge to close the pocket. Whoops, don't grab that. Okay, so just slightly wider. And that's going to make the hinge here. So we'll fold that over. Just like that. Give that just a little nip. Put that there. Okay, and fold that over, and we have our first pocket. Okay, now let's do this piece here like this. This is that one that we want to make that little tuck out of. So what we're going to do is cover this. I want to run the glue right to the edge. I think I want more words than I want anything else. And if we need washi tape when we're done here, which it looks like we could. After we get done, we'll go ahead and add anything we might need to add there. I probably should have added it before I put the pocket on, which that would probably slip right off. Yeah. Okay, let me grab the washi tape, and I have some Tim Holtz tape here. And I think I don't need it there. I just do need it right there. So from there to there. And if we can get it untaped, we will do that. It's actually a very sticky tape under there, so I probably don't need to add all the glue. Okay. Let's do it like that to start with. Clip a little bit of that off. Okay, now let's go back and reapply that piece. Right here. Yeah, that sticks a little bit better. Okay, now clean that glue off the scissor there. That one out of the way. And a little bit of ink around their edges. Oh, goodness. Who knew that a box would be so hard to get a hold of? Okay. And this piece we are just going to glue right through there, and it's just a little tuck area. Just to tuck a little card or something on. I'm using quite a bit of glue, and the reason for that is that I want it to hold extra well. And it's because the box is, you know, has thick areas that, there we go, perfect. Now we have a little tuck spot. Probably put too much glue in there. Okay, now right here I have a piece of fabric already pre-cut, and I think maybe we're going to run this washi tape. I don't know if this is going to work. I should have ran it underneath. Because I really don't want it to show all over here. I think it's okay. it's not that red, so it's not showing all over the place like the red did over here. But I think it's okay. We're going with it. Okay, this piece. We're going to glue it here. And it's going to glue very close to this window. So the little shaggy parts should hang over the window. Okay. These shaggy parts. And we'll trim it off after we're sure where we want it here. And it will hang over here a little bit, but I'm also going to trim it because you can see it hangs over quite a bit. Okay. There we go. Choose the big scissors. I'm going to have to get my sewing scissors. Hang on. Here we go. And we will fray that, so it will be okay, even if it's got crooked cuts on it. Just help us to fray it some more. Okay, let's come up here and grab some fray before we get anything else glued down there. That way it will fray right down the edge. Yeah, some of it's gluing. Okay, now that is the other thing that could happen. We could just fold that over there. I'm not going to. Going to cut it a little taller than the box though, because I want to fray it up there. And same way down here, I just want to see the fray happen. It doesn't take much. Just pull a couple of them out. And you have some beautiful fray there. Okay. So, we're almost done with the inside. There we go. Okay. Now, since I did not put my magnets there, oh, I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. It will be okay. I think if we use the same, and let's see, we probably want to double that. We want to cut it off right about here. Okay. I know how we'll fix it. I do. Okay. So we want to score it right here. Scoreboard. Okay, we're going to score it, fold it, bone fold it down, and now we're going to cut it off right along here. Ta-da! And then we need to score it here and here. Don't ask me measurements. You can see I'm not measuring anything. I'm just measuring off of the box. Totally. So I'm going to give this 1/8 of an inch extra here. It will be hard to get into that fold, but we need it. And we're going to score this one and give it 1/8 of an inch in the opposite direction. Okay. So we're folding that back over. We're getting our first score line there. And then we need that 1/8 of an inch. So that we have a little tiny square there. Okay, let's ink those up. Let's ink this up. Now let's come over here. Going to do the same thing. The first score line on this side. And then the second score line. And it's a little tough when it's a folded over piece of paper like this. But we need it. And there we go. And if your paper cracks like this one did, it's okay. This is supposed to look vintage and old. That is the point of it. Okay, now let's open this back up and apply all our glue, especially in that 1/8 of an inch area, because we want it to be solid. Okay. Bone fold it all inside there. Bone folded in that 1/8 and off to the edge. Don't press down on your score lines. Just press to the sides and in between them, because we want to keep our score lines. There we go. See? There we go. Okay. Now, on this part of your little journal, we're going to take this and we are going to apply it here so that it leaves a little slip opening there. And that is going to be, for I hope, that to slide into. I hope. And we're hooking it right to the front. right on the edge there. That will prevent that from sliding in too far. We once again have that rush of red color there, so let's go ahead and use a little piece of our washi tape to cover that up. My goodness. They should have little breaks on the back so that we could bend it. Okay, I don't want a lot of that going to the inside, so I'm going to, I just want it to cover that red. I don't really want to cover up my paper here so much. There we go. That might cause a problem with this sliding in and out. Don't know yet. We'll find out. Okay, this one needs to come over to the front. And make sure you leave that 1/8 of an inch little place there. And press that down. It's a little, wants to slip off of this rubbery, glossy top. Not rubbery, glossy. There we go. And you do want to make sure that this fold, or the fold is on this side and that the opening was over here of the, where we folded the brown paper together. Okay, let's try it. Ta-da! See, we did not need a magnet, so that's good. Okay, onto the front. Here it is. You know, I still have that brown paper left. I could be using that. And I did this window wrong. I did it so this side would show up. Didn't I? I did. Well, we'll use this then. But I'll cut this out as a pattern. Well, let's just do it this way. Okay. Using the same paper. Okay. It's going to go from there to there. Okay. There to there. Okay. Okay, so this is going to go this way. Well, that is not covering very well. Not nearly as well as I want it to. Let me get a different piece here. So I have to cut it closer to the edges. There. to there. Okay, now let's try it. We're going over time. Okay, well, let me finish cutting this, and I will let you go for today, and we will come back tomorrow and finish this up. How's that sound? I'm sorry we can't get all the way through it today. It's just more work than I thought it would be. So, but that's okay. You know, that's what this is all about, learning new techniques and new pieces. And so come back tomorrow and we will finish up the Claritin mini journal. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.